Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Hallöchen. There we are. Welcome to, what does he call it? Holy Mountain? Where we are looking for the 46th room. So we can be the blueprints? With the blueprints? I don't know. Anyways, let's just go and look around. What is this? Open only in the event of my death. Whose death? Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert I don't know if that is a J or an S or an whatever. Sinclair. Okay, great. Hey, and there are blueprints. We won. You found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Okay. Entrance hall. Antechamber? Looks like an F. Looks nothing like... Why does this shine in... Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Interesting. We have 48 steps, it seems. Select a room to draft. A bedroom, a closet, or a hallway. Interesting. I started with 50. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, because I went outside again and then back in. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That's not good. Storeroom, nook, pantry. I mean, the storeroom seems pretty good. Like, it has a key, which the nook would have, but also a diamond and monies. Pantry would have 4 monies. I guess we will need a key eventually. Hi, Forscom. Hi, Forscom Raiders. How was your stream, Force? See, you completed the thing that I forgot what it was called. Was a great ending. Hi, Schattenmensch. So if that doesn't lead anywhere, then... Why would we need a lavatory? It's just a dead end with nothing in it? And the guest bedroom just seems to be a better bedroom, so... Yay, we got more steps. Sinclair, I just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL? Maybe? YL? Ooh. Money. Yes, the excavation of Hobbs Barrow is truly a long and unforgettable name. And yes, what an ending. Nothing else here. Well, I guess we explored the West Wing then. Let's just move forward then. The den or the parlor or a spare room? Nah. Wait, the parlor has a puzzle? But where would the door then lead? Because there's already a room here. Would it modify the storeroom? We'll see, I guess. Oh, it's barricaded. I see. Give me... Yay, I'm rich. Apparently this is the clock room. Well, nothing else here. Nook, closet, lavatory. That kinda sucks. Alright, let's get some items. You found a single ivory die. While drafting, you may use the die to roll new floor plans. Oh, that's good. And the key. The silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Let's go with the pantry. Where's the money? There's the money. Yay, I'm rich. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Which I guess they did. That's only 1 apple, not 5. Oh, and now we can't continue. Did we already lose? That was a short day. Yes, I do have more steps, but I don't have more rooms. That was not the most cleverest way to make a wish. I wish there were more rooms to explore. Wait, I'm not supposed to say it. Oh well. So, that's not a door. Do we need to use up our steps to to end the day then? You don't think so? Call it a day. Yeah, there actually is. Okay. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu to return to the campsite for the night. Did it say anywhere how many days we have to explore this? I don't think it did. Well, I guess we did explore everything then. Short day. Call it a day. Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Yeah, well... Total rooms 8. Rank reached 1. Steps taken 17. Items found 2. Day 2. Let's try this again, shall we? Is it a different letter? It's the same letter. Why is it always these silly corner thingies? This is the blue box. The blue box is true. The blue box is empty. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned that to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. You find a rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Okay, so one is true. This is the blue box. It's obviously true. So the other two must lie? Or only one must lie and the other may lie? So if this is true, that's not enough information, is it? I think one box displays a true statement, which means the other two cannot display true statements. No, at least one box. At least one box which displays false. So we know this one is true. So it is not false. So there's a 50-50 that these are false or true. The blue box is true, is also true. So this is false. The blue box is not empty. So if it's not empty, it has the prize. We'll see. That looks like a prize to me. So far, so simple. Look, don't make it harder, right? It's already enough problems solving this one. Chapel. Whenever you enter chapel, lose 1 money. But we don't have money. So who cares? Wait, how are there windows if the rooms are next to it? I'm not going in there because I will lose steps, but I don't know. And this should lead directly back to the hall. Apparently not. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, it leads back to the room above the hall. From what you've heard, the game tends to introduce puzzle concepts like this and later on builds on them. That makes sense. I guess we should go with a hallway then? Yeah, and this one is open already, okay. So this one leads to a new room. A nook or a guest bedroom. Let's nook it. Key. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or, perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Well, that's what I have chat for. Chat always pays attention and writes down everything that could be interesting. Green rooms do not cost diamonds to draft. I don't understand. Do these cost diamonds to draft? Greetings from Reddington. Who's that? You found a small coin purse. Each time you collect 3 monies, earn an additional 1 monies in interest. Okay, this can only go forward. Let's make it a corridor. Can't you grind infinite steps with that room? No, I highly doubt that. Also, hello, Como. You mean if I enter it again, I get another 10 steps? No. We will see, because I have to go out back there again. Just a free room. +1 star for each time you've drafted observatory. Okay. Oh, and that one needs a gem. I see. Let's just go with the storeroom. Money! 10. Key! Gem! Well then, let's go back. +2. Apparently we got another +2. Just for entering. Oh, because +2 doesn't make it a cheat. If I go back in, then I lose 1 for going out and 1 going back in. Kinda makes sense. You took my money! It's a church. Yeah, well, but... shit. I mean, I guess we could go with a guest bedroom. Why would you want a lavatory? I guess if you gotta go, you gotta go. Sinclair. Oh, okay, we already had that particular letter. You found a wood and brass magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Interesting. Let's do it. I see no magic thingies. I guess that's if we find some fine print. Okay, so where do we go now? Back to the entrance hall. Can I just... Wait, what? Room directory? Interesting. Magnificent. Magnifying and... Well, we have to choose the den because everything else is a dead end. Ooh. At a den end? This sort of reminds me of Betrayal at House on the Hill. Picking pathways and the like. Yes. Pantry. Bunk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. What does that mean? Kitchen. Food for sale. Why would you buy food? $20 steps? I highly doubt it would give 20 steps. Maybe 4. You always steal your food. Yes, that was my plan as well. So the bunk room or pantry? I mean, 4 monies would be nice, especially if we find a kitchen with food for sale that also requires gems. That must be pretty good food. Bedroom was the guest room. 10 steps was the guest room, yes. The bedroom also had like 4 steps or so. A kitchen in German, that's just a small kit. No. No, absolutely not. Yeah. Stealing food. Veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. 2 gems? That must be pretty good items. A closet or a lavatory? Let's see what's on the lavatory. Nothing. HSS. Hello? Sorry? Oh, okay. That was awesome. I'm glad we got to encounter this room. This is the only way we have left. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Dining room. Each day your meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Thing is, we need a spare room because only the spare room has an exit up and to the sides. we obviously cannot go. Very entertaining. Okay, bunk room is a dead end, utility closet is a dead end, billiard room it is. Ooh, money! Yay! No, I can't play. Aww. What now? Her? Nine and 4, is it like math? Do I need to hit 13? And triple 10. That doesn't make any sense. How I'm supposed to hit the 48? What? Plus, times, divided. You have a guess? No, we can only click on the numbers, not on triple anything. 48 divided by 3? No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe 30 minus 18 would be 12. It must be a number that's, you know, between 1 and 20. Yeah, let's go with that. Did we lose? Might have. Oh yeah, apparently we did. So is it not a triple, but it is a minus, and then it's just 18 minus 10? Okay. And then 7 minus 4 is about 3. And then 2 times 6. Let's see if it's 12. It was. Okay. 9 minus 7 times 10 is 20. Yay, I won! I am a genius. I found the silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Woo, you masked along. We solved third grade math. Well, we also had to guess what operation was involved. Also, third grade math isn't that easy. You would have not figured that. Thought it was just press the button until all are the same color. I mean, and then it would have reset every time, right? So we have 2 dead ends and the West Wing Hall, which would be the only one that leads us out of there, so we should take it. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any blah blah blah. Good thing we have a key or two. Secret passage leads to a room of the color of your choice, but also costs a gem. Dark room, you cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Which wouldn't really matter. Let's see how it is. Wow, it's dark in this room. Oh, I can see the floor plans while I'm in the room, just not while drafting. Okay. Oh, I can't see the rooms I'm drafting. Well, I'm not paying gems for I don't know what's coming, so it's a fun mechanic. It's the surprise mechanic. A die. A key. Let's see if this is then the end of today's exploring. One, two, eeny, meeny, miny. Yeah. That is the end. Well, at least we get to experience the breaker room. Danger. I don't know what that says. Is there a bit of a system in the room draft? Left is something with multiple doors, middle is a dead end, the right has a gem required. No, yeah, I don't think so. Key card entry system. N or F. Okay, what does that say? Toggling... I can like literally not read this. Toggling of breakers, pitches may... Apparently you could lose floor plan functionality if you flip the switches. That's what it says? Okay. So what? What does Valve anti-cheat have to do with it? I think the dark room will be light until we enter it. Or not. Interesting. Maybe because we've opened all the doors. Okay, that's not creepy at all. Oh, a selfie. Print notes. HS had requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Okay. No, it's because you turned the brake on. Maybe. What's the heck? You found a large battery pack. It provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. If you say so. It's them again. It's more of them, but this time it doesn't look just as creepy. Talk about overexposure. Yes, we already seen those. Yeah, that's quite possible that it would have stayed on and then I could have seen the exit. But no, it's too late because there is nothing more to explore for us. So we'll drink for the rest of the day. Are you sure you want to call it a day? Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Well, I guess we will have to live with that. And I also guess we will have to live with this episode ending for today and continuing tomorrow.